Hey there, good morning everybody. I know a lot of people might be wondering, what is the best type of social media content to make especially if you have a business, especially if you have a message that you're trying to get out to reach people with on social media during this time. The fact of the matter is that what's going on with COVID-19, with coronavirus, it's here. It's not going away. Whether you're on one side of the fence or another that you think it's either blown out of proportion or not, the reaction and the response on social media and from people around us is the side effect. So what I'm talking about is, what are people focused on? What are people on social media thinking about? And so what you need to do is go with the flow of that. What's the best type of content to make with this? Well, content that gives people ideas of what they can do, of hope, of joy, of happiness, of combating fear and worry, keeping our spirits up. The other thing too is show activities, show some things that you don't normally do. Like, for example, I watched yesterday, John Legend was playing the piano with his wife. And so I might even be posting some videos of me playing the piano here and stuff like that. We're all in this together. I have some clients that they're doing digital events. They had live events that they were doing. And so we're actually doing weekly digital events and even daily events. My friend Rick Pino, he's going to be doing some daily worship that he was talking about. And so these are some different things that people are doing, making content. What's the best type of content to make? Well, right now is the worst time for you to not make content. For instance, if you decide, I just don't know what to make, or I don't want to, offend people, not making content, not putting something out there is the worst thing that you can do. Right now, the people that are consistent with making content, especially on video, are going to rise to the top in the algorithm on social media. And so if you can stay consistent with a message of hope, with a message of joy, with a message just like I'm doing right now in this video, you can cut through the noise of pandemonium and hysteria and all of that. We also want to respect other people. We want to respect the fact that everybody is going through something different throughout this. We don't want to discredit somebody else's viewpoint on this. We don't want to be combative. Honestly, that type of content is being pushed down on social media. If you want to have that type of content, that's why building an email list, that's why having private platforms like Slack and Discord are valuable. Having a Facebook group, maybe you can post some of that inside your private groups, things like that. But on social media, on your main social media, posting content that cultivates hope, joy, peace, victory, excitement, a vision for the future, that communicates with people, that meets people right where they're at and says, you know what, I'm going through this with you together. We're not in this alone. We're social distancing, but we're actually closer than we've ever been in this moment. And that's what I want to say to you. We're closer than we ever been. If you want to bounce any ideas around about content creation, about your business, about growing a business online, I've spent the last 17 years helping businesses take what they have that's working and digitally virtualize things to get more results on the internet. Lead generation, marketing, sales. That's what I do. That's what I do with my clients. We're having conversations every single day about, okay, how can we keep serving our customers? B, how can we help other people? And C, how can we keep our business sustained in this season? If you want to talk about that, send me a DM, leave a comment. And if you want to hop on the phone, you can go over to my website and schedule a 15-minute call. I'd love to talk with some people about this type of stuff. The other thing too, Facebook ads are cheaper right now. Facebook ads are actually at a discount. They're charging less for people to run ads. And so I just released a course called Social Media Ads That Work that's going to help people know how to make social media ads that work. And it's actually designed to help you create video content, designed to help you create content that gets a response from people in a positive way. One thing I want to say is fear-mongering content. Don't post that type of stuff. Don't be posting stuff that's talking about what you're worried about what's going to happen. It might, for a moment, seem like that might be a good idea because that's the rhetoric that you're seeing. It's unwise. It's not wise to post that. You will actually be hurting your algorithmic chances by putting out that worry and fear content. You got to keep your mindset in check. You got to keep your eyes focused and a vision focused towards the future with hope. Stop letting worry get into your eye space, into your ear space. And when you communicate on social media, talk about things that you're hopeful for. Talk about things that you are excited for. Have conversations with people. So that's the best type of content for social media is content that comes from a place of hope, comes from a place of joy. Hey, what's up, Angie? How are you? Comes from a place of we're still doing things. We're in this together. A place of empathy, a place of compassion. The worst type of content is fear-mongering, worry, anxiety. So stay focused. If you're building a business online, put out social media content that is hopeful. Don't shut down your social media content. Don't stop making social media content because you don't know what to say or you're worried about offending people or you're worried about saying the wrong thing. Now is the time to start making content and cutting through the noise. If you're wondering if there was a good moment in time to start making social media content that might, to be competitive in the marketplace, I'm just going to be real with you. Right now is that time. If you've been wondering when would be a good time to start making video content on your social media, I hear people, I've been saying this for a year, telling people make video content, and they still haven't done a single video. They still haven't posted a single video because they're worried about, they're not confident about how they look, how they sound, what they're going to say. We got to get past that, my friends. I got a number of podcast episodes where I talk about growing in confidence. If you want to work with me, that's something that I coach my clients on all the time. I'm telling you, I work with people, successful people, million followers on social media, and yet they struggle with confidence on video, on social media. And I've helped coach them on how to do that. And so I'd love to even help you with that. If you have any questions through that, I'd love to recommend, some of the podcast episodes that'll help you with that. Leave in the comments below, What is your reason for not making social media content? I want to hear that from people as well. If you're not making content, if you're not putting stuff out there, what are the thoughts behind that? What is the reasoning behind that? That's what we can talk through. And don't feel guilty, by the way. Don't feel ashamed. Don't feel like you did something bad because you haven't been doing that. I don't want to condemn anybody, but now is the time. Stop looking back at what you didn't do over the last year and start making content with hope from a place of not worrying, not perpetuating the worry and the fear cycle, not perpetuating what we're seeing going around, not just being another cog in the system, not just being another voice of worry out there. You're going to stand out by having a voice of hope, by having a voice that is saying fear will not take us down. Listen, we don't know what's going to happen. There's uncertainty, but what we do know is that having gratitude and keeping our eyes focused on what's most important, our families, making sure that we don't spread worry. I'm telling you, my friends, fear and worry are worse than this virus. Seriously, they are. And so it does your part to help people, to help the world around us, to come and cut through that with hope in this. I've heard some people say, well, isn't that just disassociation? Isn't that just, discrediting what's really going on? Not at all. Not at all. There's a lot going on. The worry and fear, man. We were out at the store the other day. They had lines to get into Costco and H-E-B. We couldn't even get in the store, and there was a little old man that couldn't get in, and we offered to go in and get his groceries for him. I'm telling you, people are worried. It's going on. What's going on with the fear is way worse than the actual spread. Fear creates stress hormones in our bodies, and it tears down our immune systems. So if you can be a light, be a lighthouse, be a beacon of hope to people in this season, my friends, That's the best, just purely from an economic, from a business decision standpoint. It's wise to talk about hope, about joy, about having gratitude, having conversations with people in these moments. It's worth it from purely a standpoint of what you can get out of it. If that's all you care about, that'll help you. And if you want to help make the world a better place and cut through some of this rhetoric, this worry, this fear that people are having, you're also going to help a lot of people by doing that. So that's the best content to make on social media. Grow your life, everybody. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. Let's talk. You can send me a DM. Don't be scared. I get it. You might be nervous or worried or things like that. I love talking with people and helping them process things. It's literally like, it's my favorite thing to do. It's funny, but it is. So anyways, we'll talk soon, everybody. Grow your life. Have a good one.